Good morning. As we wake up to another winter day across Europe, there's a sense of anticipation in the air. The festive season is just around the corner, but this year, the weather is shaping up to be anything but ordinary. The holidays are near, and while many are busy preparing for celebrations, Europe's weather is about to take a wild and unpredictable turn. The usual calm and crisp winter days may soon be replaced by a series of powerful storms. Out over the North Atlantic, the atmosphere is ramping up. Massive low-pressure systems are gathering strength, sending powerful windy systems barreling toward the continent. These storms are fueled by unusually warm ocean waters and a surge in atmospheric energy. As we approach Christmas and New Year, expect a much more active and potentially disruptive period. The weather pattern is shifting, and the risk of severe storms is on the rise, threatening to impact both daily life and holiday plans. Significant windstorms are increasingly likely. These aren't your average blustery days. We're talking about gusts strong enough to bring down trees, damage property, and cause widespread power outages. Heavy rainfall will accompany these storms, especially in Western Europe. Flooded streets, overflowing rivers, and coastal surges could become a common sight, making travel and daily routines challenging for millions. The jet stream, that fast-moving river of air high above us, is strengthening and shifting southward. It's targeting the UK, Ireland, and France, setting up a conveyor belt of storms that could bring wave after wave of unsettled weather. If you have travel plans, especially around Christmas, keep a close eye on the forecast. Delays and cancellations are likely. Airports, train stations, and roads could all be affected, so flexibility and preparation will be essential. Now is the time to secure your home, clear drains, and check emergency supplies. Simple steps like these can make a big difference when heavy rain and strong winds arrive. We're shifting from a quiet to a volatile pattern, with the atmosphere charged up and ready to unleash its full force. The transition may be sudden, catching some off guard if they're not paying attention. The main message: stay aware and informed. Meteorologists are growing more confident that a stormy period is ahead, and weather models are in strong agreement about the risks. This isn't alarmist, but preparation is key. Taking action now can help protect your family, your home, and your holiday plans from the worst impacts of the coming storms. Over the next several weeks, we'll be tracking these systems closely as they form and approach. Expect frequent updates and warnings as the situation evolves. So, let's dive into what's coming. Because the action is already ramping up, and this holiday season could be one for the record books. Stay tuned, stay safe, and let's get ready for a stormy ride through the holidays. The stormy pattern isn't waiting for the holidays, it's starting now. As we look across Europe, the skies are already turning a brooding gray, and the wind is picking up, signaling the arrival of a dramatic shift in the weather. This is just the beginning of a turbulent week ahead, with the atmosphere primed for a series of powerful storms. Today, moisture streams into Ireland, just the first wave of what's to come. The Emerald Isle is the first to feel the effects, with persistent rain soaking the countryside and city streets alike. Locals are already reaching for their raincoats and umbrellas as the first drops fall and the roads glisten under the steady drizzle. By Monday night into Tuesday, a major low-pressure system arrives from the Atlantic, bringing deep tropical moisture. This system is gathering strength over the ocean, drawing in warm, moisture-laden air that will fuel intense rainfall as it makes landfall. The Atlantic's energy is set to unleash a deluge across Western Europe. The UK and Ireland will see widespread, heavy downpours. Localized flooding is possible. Emergency crews are already on alert, preparing for the possibility of waterlogged streets and rising rivers. Commuters should expect delays, and those in flood-prone areas are urged to stay vigilant. Wales and much of England are in the direct path, with rain also spreading into western France, Portugal, and western Spain. From the bustling streets of London to the historic avenues of Paris, and all the way down to Lisbon and Madrid, the rain will be relentless. This widespread event will disrupt daily routines, from morning commutes to evening strolls. This is a sprawling system, wringing out a lot of moisture across a huge area. The sheer scale of this storm means that millions will be affected, with rain clouds stretching from the Atlantic coast, deep into the heart of the continent. Fields, forests, and cities alike will be blanketed by persistent rain. Further east, Germany, the Netherlands, Denmark, expect scattered showers Monday, then heavier rain Tuesday, as the system stretches inland. Urban centers like Berlin, Amsterdam and Copenhagen will see umbrellas popping up everywhere as residents brace for the intensifying downpours. Rivers and canals may swell, and travel could become challenging. These Atlantic systems are now large enough to impact much of the continent at once. Meteorologists are tracking the storm's progress closely, noting its unusual size and the speed at which it's moving. The interconnectedness of European weather means that what starts in the west quickly spreads eastward, affecting country after country. The theme: significant rainfall totals in a short time, with saturated ground increasing flood risk. Fields and parks are already waterlogged from previous rains, so even moderate downpours could quickly lead to flooding. Rivers may burst their banks, and low-lying areas are especially vulnerable. For some, the rain is welcome. For others, it's too much at once. Children may splash in puddles, while farmers worry about their crops. City dwellers might enjoy the cozy atmosphere indoors, but travelers and workers could face headaches from delays and disruptions. This Tuesday's system officially kicks off our stormy pre-holiday pattern. With more storms likely to follow, this week sets the tone for a wet and unsettled lead-up to the holidays. It's a reminder to keep an eye on the forecast and plan accordingly. Get your umbrellas and rain boots ready. Whether you're heading to work, school, or out for errands, you'll want to be prepared for sudden downpours and gusty winds. Waterproof gear will be your best friend in the days ahead. The active period is just beginning. As the first raindrops hit your window, remember that this is only the start of a dynamic and potentially disruptive weather pattern. More updates will follow as the situation evolves. Stay alert for updates as conditions evolve. Keep your devices charged, monitor local alerts, and check in with neighbors, especially those in vulnerable areas. With the right preparation, you can weather this stormy week safely and stay one step ahead of whatever the skies may bring. By midweek, the North Atlantic's energy surges, sending a powerful pulse of weather toward Europe. The ocean, restless and churning, becomes the engine driving a series of intense storms. As the waves grow taller and the winds howl, meteorologists begin to track the next system forming far out at sea, destined for the continent. Thursday brings another powerful low-pressure system, possibly even stronger than Tuesday's, targeting Ireland and the UK with renewed force. Satellite images reveal a swirling mass of clouds, its center deepening as it approaches the British Isles. The anticipation grows as forecasters warn of the potential for damaging winds and widespread rain. Expect another round of heavy rain and much stronger winds. This storm could even be named a sign of its severity. Streets may flood, travel could be disrupted, and communities are urged to prepare for hazardous conditions. The relentless wind will test the resilience of cities and countryside alike. Norway faces heavy rain on the coast and snow in the mountains, while France, Spain, and Portugal brace for renewed rain and gusty winds. The storm's reach is vast, stretching from the icy fjords of Scandinavia to the bustling streets of southern Europe, affecting millions. These back-to-back storms leave little time for drying, raising flood risks across the region. Rivers swell, fields become saturated, and urban areas struggle to cope with the relentless downpours. Emergency services remain on high alert as the threat of flooding grows. Germany and its neighbors stay damp and unsettled, with rain sweeping across the region day after day. Streets glisten with rainwater, and umbrellas become a daily necessity. The persistent wet weather disrupts daily life and keeps spirits subdued. The storm track is locked on northwestern Europe, with storms rolling in one after another, barely giving the land a chance to recover. Weather maps show a conveyor belt of systems, each bringing its own challenges and risks. This active pattern is here to stay as we move deeper into December. Residents bundle up against the wind and rain, knowing that more unsettled weather is on the horizon. The mood across Europe is one of vigilance and adaptation. The energy from the western Atlantic is relentless, fueling storm after storm. Each new system brings fresh challenges, from coastal flooding to power outages, reminding everyone of nature's raw power. The stage is set for more storms ahead, as the Atlantic continues to unleash its power, shaping Europe's weather and daily life in the weeks to come. Looking to next weekend, the stormy pattern intensifies. Forecasts suggest two separate storm systems could hit Europe at once, creating widespread disruption. One storm targets the UK and Norway, another may develop near Spain and Portugal, bringing more rain and wind. This double threat means much of Western Europe could face messy, unpredictable weather. Travel and outdoor plans will be impacted, and forecasting becomes more complex. The persistent Atlantic flow keeps windstorm risks high, especially leading up to Christmas. Be extra vigilant and have a plan for major storms. The dominant theme: prolonged, energetic, and potentially dangerous weather. UK and Ireland, you're in the bullseye. Heavy rain starts the week with 25 mm or more expected, higher totals in Scotland and Wales. Flooding risks rise with each storm, especially in high ground. Ireland and England also face heavy downpours, making for a dreary week. By Thursday, another storm brings more rain and stronger winds, especially along coasts. The relentless cycle of rain and wind keeps the flood threat high. Outdoor plans will be tricky. Travel disruptions are likely. Stay updated with Met Office and Met Aaron warnings. This is a serious pattern. Preparation is your best defense. Stay safe and ready for whatever comes. Western France, Spain, and Portugal are in the path of these Atlantic storms. Tuesday brings heavy rain to Portugal and northern western Spain, shifting these regions into a much wetter pattern. France's west and north get persistent rain, with snow in the Alps at higher elevations. The Mediterranean coast is more sheltered, but showers are possible. Thursday's storm brings another round of wet weather, and a possible weekend system keeps the threat alive. Localized flooding is a risk, especially in complex terrain. Prepare for a stormy, unsettled lead-up to the holidays. Keep your umbrella handy, and watch the forecast for travel disruptions. Germany, the Netherlands, and Denmark won't escape these storms. Scattered showers Monday give way to widespread rain Tuesday, with 25–50 mm possible. Localized flooding is a concern, especially in low-lying areas. Persistent clouds and rain keep things chilly and dreary. More storms are lined up, so expect little relief from the wet pattern. The strongest winds stay west, but rain bands will reach far inland. Prepare for saturated ground and rising rivers. It's a damp, gray stretch for Central Europe. The Nordic countries and Alps face a mix of rain and snow. Southern Norway gets heavy rain, up to 75 mm, raising flood and landslide risks. Higher elevations in Norway and Sweden see significant snow, great for winter sports. Southern Finland gets clipped by rain, but the heaviest stays west. In the Alps, valleys get rain while mountains receive deep snow, building a solid snowpack for ski season. Watch the freezing level. It determines who gets rain or snow. Travel through mountain passes could be treacherous. The storms are a double-edged sword, flooding below, winter wonderland above. Southeastern Europe, including Italy, the Balkans, Greece, and Turkey, will see calmer weather as the storm track shifts north. Turkey may get lingering rain, but most of the region trends drier and more stable. Western Europe, meanwhile, faces a prolonged period of stormy, disruptive weather. Holiday travel and preparations could be significantly impacted. Take this forecast seriously. Secure loose items, clear drains, and have an emergency kit ready. Build in extra time for travel and stay updated on local warnings. Stay informed, stay safe, and look out for one another. That's the best way to weather this stormy season.